Speaker, the NCA successfully implemented the maintenance of a number of playing fields, that is 19 playing fields, which provided employment for 20 people. These playing fields, Madam Speaker, were around the island, and I have a list here which I wouldn't go into unless challenged. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, the NCA is also responsible for the establishment, Madam Speaker, of beach, and in an effort to ensure that we protect and preserve beach access facilities to our locals, Madam Speaker, I'm pleased to announce that the NCA is in an advanced stage, and they are about to embark upon the establishment of a beach park on Pigeon Point between the Sandals Grand Hotel and the Pigeon Point National Park. Madam Speaker, this park, I beg your pardon? The government of St. Lucia. The government of St. Lucia made the land available. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, in 2011-2012, one of the projects that we will embark upon, again, for the protection of our beaches, Madam Speaker, is to reinstitute the Rangers Unit. They provide protection for our locals and tourists on our beach, Madam Speaker. Too often, there are some on our beaches where locals and visitors alike are exposed to drug trafficking activity, to criminal activity, and other forms of harassment, Madam Speaker. The reestablishment of the Rangers Unit will go a long way in ensuring that we stem that kind of activity on our beaches. Madam Speaker, the refurbishment of the Mon Lay-by. Lay-by is an area where visitors and locals use as a viewing point, Madam Speaker, to appreciate and admire the beauty, the scenic beauty of our city of Castries, especially, Madam Speaker, since the recent resurgence in life and aesthetic beauty of Castries City through the efforts of the Honorable Representative for Castries. We are going to refurbish, give credit where it is due, honorable members. We are going to refurbish the Mon Lay-by, Madam Speaker, because currently it is in a dilapidated state and is even hazardous and poses. Madam Speaker, of late, the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, the SSDF, quite a bit. Madam Speaker, I wish to say to honorable members who engage in the debate and the discussion that takes place, if you are aware of any untoward activity, please bring it to my attention or to the attention of my ministry so that the desired action. Other than that, Madam Speaker, I would advise honorable members, while allegations and accusations and imputing improper motives and tarnishing the reputations of the hard-working people and the board of the SSDF. Nobody has sent them on leave. Madam Speaker, the St. Lucia Social Development Fund is the agency responsible for the execution of a number of programs. A number of programs that have benefited every constituency, every member of this honorable house sitting here today, Madam Speaker. The following were budgeted for the year, Madam Speaker, under the Basic Needs Trust Fund, $1 million, under the SFA 2006, €6 million that has to be spent in the space of 2 years, Madam Speaker, in a period of 2 years. And of course, HOPE, the Holistic Opportunity for Personal Empowerment, $10 million. During the reporting period, Madam Speaker, 2010-2011, the SSDF continued to be a major contributor to St. Lucia's social and economic development. SSDF impact continued for the first 9 months of the year, during which some major projects were brought to a close, benefiting over 30,000 persons directly island-wide. Unfortunately, Madam Speaker, the activities of the SSDF was brought to a halt through the unfortunate passage of Hurricane Thomas, and as a result, some of the planned interventions were postponed The actual expenditure to date, Madam Speaker, under the Basic Needs Trust Fund, out of the $6 million, $3.6 million has been spent. Under the SFA 2006, only 1.1 million EC out of 6 million euro has been utilized. Madam Speaker, the SFA, the EU programs, Madam Speaker, are notoriously tedious and difficult, Madam Speaker, in accessing those funds, but I'm hoping that our officers and our agents will find ways to ensure that they take advantage of the available funds to access those funds for the benefit of our people around the island. Hope, Madam Speaker, pretty much all of the monies allocated for Hope has been spent, 9.9 million, which includes EC $244,847 for housing. And I mentioned this in light of a question posed by one of the honorable members in this House. We also have an allocation of $377,584,000, Madam Speaker, for educational assistance, something that I'm sure that will be pleasing to the heart of the member for Castries South. Madam Speaker, the honorable member for Soufriere asked what has happened to the Puente program. Madam Speaker, he has not heard of the Puente program, Madam Speaker, simply because in St. Lucia we call it the Coup de Main Saint Lucie. And Madam Speaker, under this program, some $143,462.86 has been spent in providing housing assistance and training to empower poor and vulnerable people. Madam Speaker, the question is being asked constantly by members opposite. Where are the jobs? How many jobs have we created? Madam Speaker, I must confess that this administration has done a terrible job in documenting the number of employment opportunities that has been created in the last 4 years. Unlike the previous administration, Madam Speaker, who would provide some jobs under the STEP program, where they pay people for maybe 2-3 months in a year, $20 a day, and that, Madam Speaker, would influence the formula in the calculation for employment. Madam Speaker, we provide employment under Hope, under constituency projects, under Taiwanese grant projects, and that is not reflected, Madam Speaker, in our statistics for employment. However, I wish to report that approximately 1,100 persons were employed under Hope, 25% of which were women. I also wish to say that a significant number of those people were also youth. 92 persons have gained employment exceeding 1 year, not just for 2 months or 3 months, exceeding 1 year at a cost of $1.3 million, while at least 50 have gained permanent employment, Madam Speaker. So that's just one answer to the question, where is the employment? There is the employment. Special interventions, Madam Speaker. 16 of the poorest communities in St. Lucia have been chosen for interventions, namely Ancillary, Balka, Belmo, Café, Canries, Cooleytown, Deramo, Lacouville, Lamaz, Joaillier, Mico Village, Mini, Millet, Monjac, and Park Estate in Roseau. Park Estate and Roseau, sorry. Thank you, Honorable Member. Community organizations have been established and plans have been drafted with the community involvement to encourage ownership and sustainability. Capacity building and strengthening training for community organizations, Madam Speaker, has taken place, and we had a national leadership conference in October of 2010. Madam Speaker, these are just some of the many projects undertaken by the SSDF for improving the national infrastructure and at the same time providing job opportunities and training for our people of St. Lucia, particularly the unemployed and vulnerable